Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. And in a couple of weeks, me and Hope are going to be taking off, heading up north, up to Michigan again. So, got to do a couple things in the van to get prepped. Number one is put new batteries in the carbon monoxide detectors and smoke alarms. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. And we shall see how things go. That was pretty loud. That'll wake you up. Okay, so both of them are done. I'll mount them in a little bit. Second thing I gotta do today is see if I can get this cartridge charging. I bought these off the internet because for some reason I have no idea what I did with the cartridge charger. So this is supposed to be able to charge it via USB. Now on the site it was saying there's a whole bunch of people saying that this doesn't actually work. So we shall see if this is a scam or not. So, yep. And we got blue light flickering, so I'm gonna say she's charging. So maybe I got a good one, because there was about 10 or 15 people that said that this did not work with their cartridge. So maybe we got the good one. So I am really happy to see that thing charging. As for half the last trip, it was not working because battery died, and I don't know what I did with the 110 volt charger for it. So yeah, there we go. Fingers crossed. Okay, for any of my ProMaster folks out there, running a little bit of problem. I don't know if you can see this. That is wetness. We had a couple bad thunderstorms and looks like water has came in here, hit this, all the way down. That is wet. All parts of it are wet. So the seal is not doing its job, or my door is out of adjustment. So if any of you guys know how to adjust the rear door or get better seals for it, please let me know so I can stop the van from leaking. Much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, the water coming down from the door right there. It's got the mattress a little bit wet. There's nothing under here, so I just got it propped up and we'll air it out. When we close the door, I'll put a fan on and let it just circulate for the next couple days. And then we gotta fix one of the boo-boos that happened during the last trip. So yeah, one of a certain part broke. Okay, like I was saying, about day 6 of the last trip, this piece on the inside of the van decided to let go ever so slightly. It would only leak about a quart of water, like every 24 hours. So for the trip to the West Coast and back, I just wrapped it in cloth and wrapped it in tape, and then just put a ball underneath it just to collect the water until we got home. Well, I got the part, so in the next couple of days we'll install this, fill the tank back up, and see if we get any more leaks. So that was actually disappointing when that let go, but hey, we still had fun, right? This is the weird part about where that water came in. It's just that little gap right there. So how the heck would you fix that? It's the next day and just came back in the van to check on whether these cables for the Karcher were good or bad. And there's the Karcher. And those cables didn't charge. So that was a good experiment, I guess. So I just ordered the new one, the new charger, 110 volt. And we'll get this thing charged up for when we leave in a couple weeks. So, yeah. Waste of money. Here's what it is, though. Gotta try. That's the main thing. So, yeah. Hey, guys. Talk to you later. Well, the charger for the Karcher arrived, so let's see if we can do this one-handed. Plug that piece in. Grab this end. Only goes in one way, so here we go. Turn on this. It's drawing 8 watts. That's blinking. So it is charging. So we got the Karcher back. Can't live without it. Love it. This is the part that let go like day 6 of the last trip. So I'm going to attempt to just change this screen first. And if it leaks after that, we'll change the whole thing. Unlike the last time, putting some thread tape on it. See how that does. Can't be any worse than it was. Just screwed this on PFT hand tight. Don't want it too tight. Don't want to break it because plastic. Put a little tub underneath. That's the one that was catching the water the first time when we had the leak. So I'll fill up the tank and we'll see if it leaks. We shall see. Yep, sprung a leak. The actual pipe from the water tank came off while I was unscrewing the filter. So now there's about 20 gallons of water just running through the vehicle. Yep, that's annoying. Oh well. Okay, attempt number 2. Completely replaced this whole piece. Tank is filling up. I've already ran the pump. Everything is dry. Replaced this clamp. That's what came off as well. So there was about 20 gallons of water inside the van floating around there. So everything is dry. It has been 3 years since this was last sanded and Danish oiled, and it looks like it. It is manky, it is disgusting, and we will rectify that today. So, got the little Jackery, I think it's a 240. Got my Harbor Freight sander. Got my Danish oil. And we shall refinish this, so when we leave in about 10 days, the van will be looking pretty. Well, that's my goal anyway. Okay, I am happy with that light sanding. That's all I'm gonna do. I just wanted to take off all the nasty stuff, repair some of the damage, and then we will use some of this good stuff, Danish oil, and bring out the beautiful colors in this. There was an old table at one time. I got it from 1st Tank Battalion's barracks when we got disbanded. So, yeah. Just gonna use this old cloth. Let me see how. Put the lid in the sink. Probably a little too much to start with, but you know what? This hasn't been done in 3 years, so this wood is really, really dry. It's already soaking most of it in. That looks so much better already. Real good stuff, this stuff. Don't know if you can see the difference. I'll bring you in. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, that compared to the dry. And it is dry to the touch already. So, really, really happy with Danish oil. I think Hope's gonna love to look at the sink. With it being some of the copper reshined. I mean, it's got the old patina, but when it's shiny like that, beautiful. Beautiful.